Today, are you ready to embark on a journey to Mars, a planet whose evolution spans centuries and profoundly influences the history of humanity? In this documentary, we will explore how Mars history fueled our scientific curiosity and shaped human culture. Now, let's take a closer look at what you can expect to find in our documentary. Firstly, we will observe how Mars left its mark on ancient civilizations. This red dot in the sky captured the attention of civilizations from Mesopotamia to Rome. We'll delve into ancient observations, exploring the significance of Mars in mythological and cultural contexts. We'll then journey into the 17th century, examining how Galileo's telescope observations suggested that Mars could be a planet similar to Earth. Early studies in astronomy focused on understanding Mars' orbit with Kepler's laws. The observations and mathematical studies from this period elevated Mars into a scientific subject. Moving into the 20th century, we'll explore the increased interest in Mars fueled by scientific developments and space exploration. As part of the space race, we'll delve into missions and discoveries on Mars, understanding how the red planet became a focal point of scientific endeavors. We will take a scientifically informed look at Mars' surface, atmosphere, climate, and conditions. By examining crucial factors such as the composition of the atmosphere, geological features of the surface, and the dynamics of the climate, we aim to comprehend the uniqueness of Mars as a planet. We'll discuss humanity's planned future expeditions to Mars and the scientific objectives behind these missions. Beyond the goal of sending humans to Mars, we'll focus on the scientific contributions of these missions, exploring how humanity is preparing to discover this red planet. In this documentary, we'll delve deep into the historical and scientific significance of Mars for humanity. Now, let's commence this enchanting journey of discovery. I wish you an enjoyable viewing experience. We will focus on exploring the historical development of Mars for humanity. Mars has been a planet that, throughout history, captured the imagination of people as they gazed into the sky, shaping mythologies and cultures. Mars observations an ancient period. Ancient civilizations noticed Mars as one of the brightest points in the sky. In Mesopotamia, the movements of Mars were considered a remarkable phenomenon in the sky and were reflected in mythologies. Mars was attributed with different divine qualities in Egyptian, Roman, and Greek mythologies, playing a significant role as the god of war in Roman mythology. This name eventually became the modern name for the planet. Initial observations and astronomical studies by the early 17th century, with the invention of the telescope, sky observations gained significant momentum. Galileo Galilei, in 1609, through his observations, demonstrated that Mars was a planet not dissimilar to Earth. Kepler, towards the end of the 17th century, formulated Kepler's laws to explain the orbit of Mars. This period marked a significant era where sky observations were based on a scientific foundation, progressing towards understanding the movement of Mars through mathematical means. These early observations indicated that Mars was more than just a mythological figure, it was a subject of scientific exploration. However, due to the limitations of telescope technology, it would take more time for a detailed examination of Mars. Following this period, significant astronomical missions were initiated to closely study Mars. At this point, the historical development of Mars was shaped by the information obtained from observations and astronomical studies. However, before delving into more details, let's move on to the subsequent periods of the discovery of Mars and the evolution of scientific understanding. The journey of the future. Today we will focus on the exciting journey towards Mars, a new destination in humanity's quest to explore the universe. Future space explorations are being shaped, particularly with significant initiatives such as SpaceX led by Elon Musk and NASA Artemis program. These projects aim to push the boundaries of humanity. Going to Mars is a challenging mission that requires a tremendous technological achievement. SpaceX's Starship spacecraft has been designed and developed with the capacity to respond to this challenging mission, boasting reusability, a large payload capacity, and the ability to land on the Martian surface. The Artemis program, on the other hand, envisions lunar travel as a precursor to the journey to Mars. Space tourism is increasingly becoming part of the Mars exploration concept. Private companies and entrepreneurs see the potential to organize tourist trips to Mars and are developing various projects in this regard. These tourist activities not only support space science but also have the potential to lay the foundation for the Martian economy. This journey to Mars encompasses not only humanity's desire to explore the universe more closely but also the goal of moving our planet towards a more sustainable future. Understanding the living conditions on Mars and perhaps making them suitable for humans may be possible through the concept of terraforming. Understanding Mars' characteristics, from the composition of its atmosphere to surface conditions, is a crucial part of long-term colonization plans. At this point, it's evident that the journey to Mars is not just a physical adventure but also a cultural, social, and economic one. The Mars colony will form a new community by bringing together different cultures. Life on Mars offers an opportunity to contemplate how humans will coexist in this new world and what kind of society they will create. In conclusion, the journey towards Mars expands the limits of humanity, encourages technological innovations, and accelerates scientific discoveries. These projects not only have the goal of reaching Mars but also hold the potential to provide solutions to various problems we encounter on our home planet, Earth. This evolutionary journey towards Mars plays a significant role in shaping the future of humanity. Dear viewers, the arrival to Mars is a process that demands significant scientific, technical, and physical challenges. Now let's delve into scientific information to understand the demanding journey of reaching Mars. Mars is approximately 225 million kilometers away from Earth. This vast distance implies a communication delay of around 13 minutes, even at the speed of light. Spacecraft must grapple with various factors as they traverse this distance. The amount of fuel and energy required for the journey to Mars presents a substantial challenge in every aspect. Spacecraft need meticulous planning for energy production and storage throughout this extended voyage. While Mars' gravity is significantly weaker than Earth's, it still exerts a notable influence. The spacecraft needs specially designed systems to adapt to this different gravitational environment and achieve a controlled landing. The journey to Mars involves exposure to high levels of radiation in space. Spacecraft must be equipped with effective shields to protect the crew and sensitive equipment from this radiation. Extended space travels can negatively impact the physical and mental health of astronauts. Hence, specific measures must be taken to reduce the biological and psychological effects on astronauts during arrival on Mars. The process of arriving on Mars often relies on remote control and autonomous systems. The spacecraft may encounter limitations in communicating with Earth, prompting the activation of automatic systems during critical moments. Arriving on Mars is not just a technical achievement, it marks the beginning of scientific discoveries. Spacecraft provide unique data to the scientific community by studying the planet's surface, atmosphere, and climate. Among future plans are manned missions to Mars. These missions aim to prepare humans for prolonged stays on Mars and assess the potential habitability of the planet. Arriving on Mars represents more than just landing on the surface of a planet. It signifies a significant step for humanity. This challenging journey contributes to significant advancements in science, engineering, and human exploration. The goal of placing humans on Mars intertwines with humanity's desire to explore the Red Planet through a series of extraordinary initiatives. Let's take a closer look at the initial colonization efforts and explore how this historical evolution unfolded. Humanity's initial steps towards Mars are rooted in the exciting era of the space race. In the tense atmosphere of the Cold War, both the United States and the Soviet Union harbored ambitions not only to conquer Earth but also Mars. The first spacecraft, such as the Mariner and Viking missions, were launched with the purpose of examining the planet's surface and investigating potential signs of life. These early initiatives shaped future plans for Mars. The Viking missions, by meticulously studying the atmosphere and surface of the Red Planet, laid the groundwork as a preparatory stage for human colonization. Scientists using this data began understanding the potential life conditions on Mars and started planning future ventures. As we entered the early 21st century, excitement for Mars was rekindled, now with the participation of private companies. Under the leadership of Elon Musk, SpaceX initiated a major project with the goal of sending humans to Mars. This endeavor aims to open the doors for human missions to Mars, leveraging technological innovations and advancements in space transportation. Initial colonization efforts have become more complex with technological advancements. Scientists and engineers are driven to seek new solutions for establishing a colony on Mars that can sustain human life, addressing fundamental elements such as energy production, water supply, habitat design, and long-term nutrition. These early initiatives have showcased Mars as a potential stage for human settlement, inspiring future generations to work towards this monumental goal. The first steps towards Mars represent not only a landing on the surface of a planet but also significant strides into the imagination and exploration desires of humanity. Our plans for establishing a colony on Mars are as follows. If you'd like, let's also take a look at the current climate conditions and opportunities for life on Mars. Mars is known as a cold, windy, and dusty world. The atmospheric characteristics of this red planet are significantly different from other planets within the solar system. The thin carbon dioxide layer in Mars' atmosphere significantly affects temperatures. Average temperatures hover around -80 degrees Fahrenheit, creating an extremely challenging environment for human life. Additionally, severe winds and continuous dust storms are other crucial factors affecting the surface of Mars. These harsh conditions pose a significant challenge for future Mars missions. The surface of Mars is filled with various geographical features that aid in understanding the planet's geological past. It harbors massive mountains, deep valleys, and long channels. Particularly, Olympus Mons hosts the highest peak in the solar system. The surface of Mars also contains traces of ancient ocean beds, suggesting that water was more widespread in the planet's history. This geographical diversity greatly contributes to our understanding of Mars' evolution and geological processes. Rocky areas on Mars' surface provide scientists with the opportunity to examine the planet's interior structure and evolution. Research conducted by rovers, mobile robotic vehicles analyzing geological layers on Mars has provided important information about the planet's past climate conditions. These rocky research areas are of significant importance in investigating potential traces of life on Mars. Agriculture and food production on Mars are critical for long-term human settlements. Developing agricultural techniques suitable for Mars' challenging climate and ensuring sustainable food sources are crucial steps for the success of future colonization efforts. In this speech, we will explore research on Mars' agricultural potential and food production, aiming to understand how humans can live on Mars for an extended period. Growing plants on Mars is a fundamental necessity for humanity's long-term settlement efforts on the red planet. Agricultural techniques that adapt to Mars' challenging climate conditions are a crucial factor that will determine the success of future colonization efforts. Are you ready to explore how plants grow on the soils of this red planet and the challenges faced in this process? One of the foundations of life on Mars is food production and nutrition. Providing sustainable food sources for long-term human settlements is crucial for the continuity of life on Mars. In this speech, we will delve into how food is produced on Mars and how this production ensures the healthy nutrition of its inhabitants. Livestock farming and sustainability on Mars are important for understanding the planet's ecosystem and providing essential protein sources for long-term settlements. In this speech, we will explore how animal husbandry is carried out on Mars and how this process is integrated into the planet's natural balance. Sustainability is a key element in sustaining a long-term presence on Mars. Energy production on Mars is a critical factor for supporting life support systems, agriculture, and other basic needs. Solar energy, nuclear energy, and other renewable energy sources are the ways to meet Mars' energy needs. In this speech, we will see how energy production is realized on Mars and how the planet meets its energy requirements. How will our energy production be on Mars? Energy is one of the essential needs for human life in the colony on Mars. here, solar energy is a critical source for producing electrical energy on the surface of the red planet. Sun rays penetrating Mars' atmosphere are converted into electrical energy through solar panels used in various areas from life support systems to agriculture. Let's take a closer look at Mars' solar energy potential and the role of this source on the planet. In addition to solar energy, another important strategy in energy production on Mars is nuclear energy. Energy obtained with solar panels may be insufficient in some cases, and the use of nuclear energy becomes crucial to meet the energy needs during long winter nights. Nuclear energy is being considered to provide a reliable and continuous energy source in Mars' harsh climate conditions. In this speech, we will explore the advantages of using nuclear energy on Mars and how this technology offers a solution to energy problems. The effective storage and distribution of energy produced on Mars are critical for the sustainability of long-term settlements. Storing energy obtained from solar panels and nuclear energy systems is important to meet energy needs during nights or storms. In this speech, we will examine energy storage technologies on Mars and how this energy is effectively distributed. Communication is as crucial as energy production on Mars. Technological infrastructure enables people to communicate, transfer data, and control remotely. Mars communication relies on ground stations and space networks to ensure seamless flow of information. Ground stations on Mars act as communication hubs, relaying signals between spacecraft, rovers, and orbiters. Meanwhile, space networks facilitate data transfer and enable efficient communication between Mars and Earth. In this speech, we will delve into the intricacies of Mars communication infrastructure and how it plays a pivotal role in our exploration endeavors. Beyond technical aspects, communication on Mars extends to interpersonal connections among inhabitants and maintaining ties with Earth. The challenges and innovations in establishing reliable communication between Mars and Earth, as well as fostering human connections on the Red Planet, will be explored. Join us as we unravel the human side of communication in the Martian frontier. The concept of an interplanetary internet on Mars is not just science fiction, it's the burgeoning reality. Technological developments aimed at establishing a robust internet infrastructure on Mars will be discussed, from latency challenges to novel solutions. This speech will cover the evolving landscape of internet connectivity on the Red Planet and its implications for future exploration. The nascent Mars industry is poised to revolutionize how we perceive extraterrestrial resources. Mining operations on Mars, coupled with innovative production processes, are laying the groundwork for sustained human presence. This speech will delve into the intricacies of Mars industry, exploring how mining and production contribute to the development of a self-sustaining Martian ecosystem. As Mars evolves from a scientific frontier to a potential human habitat, the economic landscape undergoes transformations. This speech will delve into the economic prospects of Mars, covering trade opportunities, job markets, and the emergence of new industries. Join us as we explore the potential economic pathways that may shape the Red Planet's future. Mars, with its unique challenges and opportunities, fosters an environment conducive to innovation and entrepreneurship. This speech will explore how individuals and companies are leveraging the Martian landscape to drive innovation, create businesses, and contribute to the growth of a self-sustaining Martian society. Beyond the technological and economic aspects, Mars has a cultural and social dimension. This speech will delve into the emerging cultural dynamics on Mars, examining how the red planet influences art, traditions, and social structure. Join us as we explore the cultural richness that humanity is bringing to Mars and how it reflects our collective journey into the cosmos. I hope you have gained a better understanding of Mars' harsh atmosphere, rocky surface, and unique climate. This planet could be a significant milestone for humanity's space explorations. We have reached the end of this exciting video exploring the adventurous journey to Mars and the life of a colony, discovering the extraordinary conditions of Mars and providing a glimpse into the future of space colonization has been truly thrilling. If you are curious about our other space-themed videos, feel free to write to us in the comments and share your suggestions. Exploring, learning, and dreaming together will propel us even further on this space journey. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on new videos. We look forward to taking you even deeper into the discoveries of the cosmos.